So, do, ti, do, re, mi, so, la, sol, fa, mi, do, fa, do. We're going to use that melody to learn to write perfect and plagal cadences. Welcome back to Music and Theatre Education. Firstly today, what is a cadence? A cadence is two chords that usually ends a phrase or a piece. And there's many different types. And the two we're going to look at today are called perfect and plagal cadences. A perfect cadence goes from chord 5 to chord 1, and a plagal cadence goes from chord 4 to chord 1. A perfect cadence sounds like this, and a plagal cadence sounds like this. Okay, so the song that I sang at the beginning is going to help us write out this. Let's sing it together. So, do, ti, do, re, mi, so, la, sol, fa, mi, do, fa, do. So by singing that song, you could write it out, remembering to start from the bottom and going across and up this way, jump across and then write it down this way. Practice writing it out a few times and make sure it's the same as mine. Okay, let's now put that into practice. Now it's important to note that today I'm doing vocal style or SATB style rather than piano style. So let's use our song to help us do this perfect cadence. So that was our so, do, ti, do, re, mi, so. Using this, these notes are going to be in the bass and the top 4 are going to be in the treble. Let's first look at what key we're in. No sharps and no flats means we're in C major. Okay, now starting from the bottom, our bass notes are going to be so and do. So in C major, do, re, mi, fa, so, C, D, E, F, G. So we need to pop a G in there. Then we're going to go up to our T, which is B in C major, because it's the 7th note of the scale. Let's pop that there. It has to be above. Then we've got re, which is D, and so, which is our G again. So that's our chord 5. So it's also handy to write chord 5 to chord 1. Then on the other side, we've got C and then C, because we've got do and do. So C and C. Then up here, we've got mi, which is our E, and our so, which is G. We just wrote a perfect cadence. Now there's lots of rules to remember with cadences, but the most important ones is the bass notes always stay the same. Whereas these others can move around a bit, that I'll explain in another video where I do the shoelace method. But these notes, our bass notes, always stay the same. The second thing is you cannot have parallel fifths. What that means is that if you have a fifth between two voices, for example, the soprano and the alto, you can't also have a perfect fifth interval between the soprano and the alto in the second chord. And the third most important rule is you cannot have over an octave between any of your voices. Now let me tidy up this perfect cadence that we just drew, because there's a couple of things that aren't quite right yet. For example, I wrote both of them in the same bar. We're going to write them in different bars. So I'm going to pop our chord 1 over here. And the other thing you should hopefully notice is that we're in 2/4. So we need to fill each bar with a minim. So our stems work a little differently from normal. They all go in opposite directions to show that they're different voices. Okay, we're going to try writing a plagal cadence this time. So 4 to 1, and our tune la, so, fa, mi, do, fa, do. Now, starting off with fa in F major, so make sure you look at what the key is first again. So do, re, mi, fa, F, G, A, B. So we need a B. I'm going to put it here for now. Then we have our do. So we're in F major, so F is do. Then we have fa again, so that was our B. Thinking about the fact that I don't want things to be over an octave apart, so I'm trying to keep them fairly close. And our last one is la. So we're in F major, do, re, mi, fa, so la, F, G, A, B, C, D. And then over here, do in F major is our F. So I'm going to put that there. And then we have another do, so an octave apart. So they can be an octave, they just can't be over an octave apart. Then we have mi, so F, G, A. And our last one is so, do, re, mi, fa, so, F, G, A, B, C. Something I will point out is notice that these are in stepwise motion and our note in common between the two chords stay the same. And you'll notice that we're in 4/4 this time, so we will leave those as semi-breves. So that was my fairly simple method of writing perfect and plagal cadences in vocal style. There's so much more to cadences, but that's for another time. Thanks for joining us on Music and Theatre Education, and until next time, keep on that theatre adventure.